because it's Christmas time. We're counting down the 12 first date follow-ups of Christmas as voted on by you.
Yeah!
We count down all the way to the number one first date follow-up that you voted on. Evan is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Ruby. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Evan, how long has it been since you heard from Ruby?
It's been about 4 days.
Okay, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Have you hit her up a bunch in that time?
I did try a couple times, yeah. I didn't want to overdo it, so I reached out and definitely got nothing back.
Okay. And you feel like that's weird? Like you feel like 4 days is a long time to not hear from her?
Yeah, we were kind of hitting it off, so it's out of the ordinary.
Well, tell us about your date.
Well, Ruby and I went to a rooftop bar, and it had the best view of the city. It was her idea, actually. It was super cool. Can't really beat it for a first date. Just great place. We grabbed drinks, shared a charcuterie board, and our conversation was just really easy, natural. The vibe was laid back, and plenty of kind of flirty moments. She's hilarious. We were making each other laugh the whole night, and they were just sparks, the kind you can't fake. We ended up taking a walk after because we were both a little buzzed, and before we said goodnight, there were a few kisses, and it's just kind of date you'd never want to stop.
Okay, well, why do you think you're getting ghosted then?
Honestly, really confused. We were texting nonstop for 2 days after, so things were, they felt promising, and then nothing. It just stopped.
So wait, you went on the date and you ended up hearing from her after the date?
Yeah, after the date for about 2 days.
And then it stopped?
Right.
Could it be something you texted?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it was. I did text her a pic of me, like, in the bathroom with a towel on as a tease. Like, I thought it would be harmless.
That may have been it.
Okay.
Is that the last time you heard from her?
I believe so.
I'd be tripping if I got ghosted after that.
She was teasing me about having abs. So I just decided to show her, I don't know, maybe it was too much. It wasn't like a pic or anything,
Do you have abs, or were you like joking around being like, check out mine, but you don't have them,
I have abs. Yeah. I mean, just wanted to prove myself.
Okay. That could be it. So it was a selfie?
Yeah.
I mean, if she stopped talking to you right after that, then it probably has something to do with that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was that bad or racy or anything, but...
What did you say when you sent the picture of yourself in a towel?
Nothing much. I think I put like a little blurb, like, here, proof or something like along those lines.
Okay. In the middle of today's first date follow-up, if you're just joining us, Evan is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Ruby. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and hopefully get him a second date. But first, Evan, why don't you break down your date for us one more time?
Yeah, so we had a lot of great moments on our date. Sparks flew. Everything was perfect. Thought we had a connection. And, after 2 days after the date, I've not heard from her.
And the last thing that you sent her was, let's not forget this part, a picture of yourself in the bathroom in a towel.
I did send her my abs. Yes, in a towel.
All right. Well, are you ready to see if that's the reason you're getting ghosted?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to call her right now.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Ruby, please?
This is Ruby.
Hey, Ruby, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Ruby. My name's Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Jubal. How are you?
Okay, I'm good.
Sweet. Have you ever listened to the show before?
I have.
Dope. Thank you. Well, what if I told you that you were the star of a first date follow-up right now?
Oh, God.
Yeah, we got an email about you from somebody that you're ghosting, and they don't know why. You know who would email us?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it's probably Evan.
You're very smart,
wow.
Ruby. Yes, it is Evan. Evan told us about your date, said that he really liked you, thought you guys had an awesome time, but you texted for a little while after, and then you just ghosted him, and he wants to know what's up. Would you mind telling us?
I mean, like, look, I thought Evan was great, and we had an amazing time. But then after my date, my friend showed me something, and it kind of killed the vibe for me.
Okay.
What was it?
Okay, so I texted my friend a picture of Evan when we were on the date because she wanted to see what he looked like. And then the next night, she sends me a picture of him with some other girl, like literally the night after we went on the date. And then he was at another bar and they were making out.
No. You got it wrong.
Ruby, that's Evan. He's actually on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Oh my God. I mean, like, yeah. Okay. I guess I knew this was coming. Oh man. Hi.
Look, you've got it all wrong. It's not.
No,
like that.
Evan, you were literally in the picture. I mean, it's not hard to recognize someone when you were just right there, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it happened, but it's not what you think. Like, she's someone I've been hooking up with for a while, and I was going to tell her it was over because I wanted to focus on you that night, and I didn't get to it yet.
So you were out with someone else right after your date making out with her?
Technically, yeah.
Evan, you were just with me, and then you just go make out with someone else. I mean, I understand people date multiple people, but it felt wrong to me.
I swear, I'm done with her. I'm not seeing anyone else. I like you. I was going to tell her that the next day, but it wasn't like that anymore. Like, you're the one that I want to date.
Did you tell her that?
I told her. It's just.
I mean, I wouldn't want to see a picture of the dude that I just went on an amazing date with, messing around with somebody else. Again, like she said, I get people are dating other people, but I don't know, I wouldn't feel good about that either. I just would have too many questions.
Yeah, like, are you just saying that, like, you want to date me, or like, did you hook up with her that night? You know, that's just how it felt to me.
Well,
did you hook up with her?
I mean. Yeah, but it was like just one. It was just like a last round type of thing. I swear, I told her about you at that point, and that was the last time.
You told her after you hooked up?
Yeah.
You hooked up with her after you told her about me? Like, seriously?
No, I told her about you after I hooked up with her.
That's not necessarily better.
Evan's at least truthful.
Yeah,
That's true.
Okay, so you hooked up with her after you told her about me. Like, seriously?
No, I hooked up with her and then I told her about you. Like, but that's because things felt so different with you. Like, we've been on one date. It's not like I cheated on you or anything. I was trying to do the right thing.
I mean, it would have been better if you told her before and didn't hook up with her.
Okay, I get that, but I was just kind of desperate and sad. I didn't get to see you, and I was just trying to break things off, and it didn't go as smoothly as I hoped it would.
I mean, if we were to date and you didn't see me, you can't hook up with other people.
I'm not trying to do that. I swear.
This is kind of tricky because he kind of does have a point. He is trying to do the right thing. Like, he didn't cheat on anybody, and she's out of the picture now.
Ruby, would you like to go on a second date with Evan? We'll pay for it.
I mean, Evan, are there any other people I need to know about?
I mean, yeah, well, yes, but I'm going to text them and let them know I'm not available. Via text, I'm not going to meet up with them. I will show you the text.
What do you think, Ruby?
Oh.
It sounds like you're serious.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, we did just go on one date, and it was like a really, really good date. But I swear to God, Evan, if any of my friends send me more pictures of you out with other women, you're going to wish that I was just ghosting you. They will be way worse. Way worse.
I promise you will never see that again. I don't want to ever meet that side of you again.
Okay, sure. All right, we'll go out again.
Are you happy?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jubal's first date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorney. Online at advocateslaw.com.
#1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold-out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
You know, Steve Carell is a great singer.
Can he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp
and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod.
There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months.
We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest.
We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes.
Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Can superstars even exist the way they used to?
2016 was sort of that last era of monoculture where we still consumed things in community.
Everybody wanted to be Beyonce at that point.
I don't think we'll ever see another Rihanna.
What does it mean to be Black and eat in America?
You will never make me feel bad for being a Black girl, for being a Black American girl, ever.
From music to food to the conversations shaping Black culture right now, Therapy for Black Girls is bringing it all to the mic. Listen to Therapy for Black Girls on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Happy Pride from the Outspoken Podcast Network. All month long and all year round, we're celebrating being loud, proud, and always original. It's me, Brandon Kyle Goodman, host of the podcast Tell Me Something Messy. Check out my show for unfiltered takes on dating, relationships, and adulting. Listen to High Key for the best pop culture takes, and There Are No Girls on the Internet for all your tech news. For your favorite celebrity kikis, check out Outlaws with T.S. Madison. Learn to love yourself unapologetically with BFF, Black Fat Femme. And start your day with intention with Waking Up with Ryan, coming in July. Celebrate Pride with the Outspoken Network. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Pride, and listen now.
Welcome to Sabor a Fútbol, the sweet and the spicy on and off the field. I'm Daniela Duran, and this is where we get to know the people behind the game like never before. The pressure, the fame, and everything that happens when the cameras turn off. Enjoy conversations with guests like Mar Bartra, Ener Valencia, Sharon Escobar, Pollo Briseño, Fede Pereira, and many more. Listen to Sabor a Fútbol on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
A listener named Rick is on the phone to do a second date update today, and he already knows that the girl he wants to call is not interested in going out with him romantically ever again.
Oh, so this is going to end well?
Yep.
Yeah, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Because she texted him that and let him know that she doesn't want to go out.
Yeah,
But he still wants to do a second date update. We'll get to what you texted in just a second. But Rick, why not just give up the fight, man?
I don't know. I feel like there was some, I don't know, just some unfortunate things that happened on the first date that really aren't an indicator of whether or not we should be together.
Okay, listen. Some people can't take a hint. That's not a hint. That is very direct.
Yeah, but I need a second chance. I want to convince this girl that she should go out with me. We had a nice time, and she was really, really hot. So I just wanted to see her again.
I love that that's always the first thing a guy says.
Well, I mean, that's, we didn't spend that much time together. I didn't get to know her that well.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about her. What's her name?
Her name's Kelly.
Kelly, and where did you meet Kelly?
We met online.
Okay.
She's really beautiful, and it seemed like from her profile, as far as I could tell, she was a really social girl, had lots of friends, and we went back and forth for about a week and a half, just texting each other, and we decided to meet up. We went out and got some drinks, and she said that it was her first time meeting up with somebody from online, which, I don't know, I kind of didn't buy.
Oh, you think she's lying about it?
Well, no, I just think that that's something that everybody says when they're meeting up with someone for the first time.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to admit that they're online dating.
Like, man, I've been on this site for 3 years now. Still can't make anything work.
You're my 30th date.
Yeah. All right, so she told you it was her first time dating, but how did everything go with you two? Like, why do you think she doesn't want to go out with you again?
Well, I don't know. There were just a couple of moments that were just kind of unfortunate. Like, I made this joke that she did not get, and I don't know, I have a pretty dry sense of humor. And
Wait, she didn't get the joke or she didn't like the joke? Those are two different things.
She didn't get the joke.
Okay, what was the joke?
We were having a great conversation. We were laughing, going back and forth, and I just said, God, this is great. I think we should go ahead and make it official, don't you? Totally deadpan.
Oh, no.
Totally deadpan.
That's not very funny.
Yeah, the delivery was a little off.
Yeah. So she didn't laugh at that joke, huh?
Yeah, no, she didn't think it was very funny. And I told her that I was joking, and she kind of laughed it off. And
Oh, my God. She probably thinks you're lying about the joking line, and you think that she's lying about never online dating. You guys are really...
yeah, we're a couple of liars. We're amazing.
Yeah. I'm surprised this didn't work out. Did you recover from that joke, or was it awkward the rest of the night after you said that?
I mean, you know, she kind of chuckled after I said I was joking, and she shrugged it off, and we continued to have an okay evening. And then she went to the bathroom, and yeah, we were kind of getting ready to say goodnight, and she came back, and I paid the bill, and she said, this is kind of embarrassing, but she said, she's like, I don't know if you know this, but your shirt's inside out. And
that's awesome.
She was right. My shirt was totally inside out. I don't know how.
No, wait. To be fair, was it a T-shirt or a button-up?
It was a T-shirt.
All right. So you had your shirt inside out the whole time, and then you made an awkward joke about you two making things official like 30 minutes into your date.
Yeah. So this is why I'm saying I think I deserve another chance, because there were a few hiccups that could have been avoided, and, you know, come on.
I just don't think that those two things warrant a I never want to see you again text message.
Well, actually, she didn't say outright that she didn't want to see me again. Like, you know, we said goodnight that night, and we text back and forth for about a week, and I don't know, I just felt like she was kind of keeping me at arm's length, you know? Like, she wasn't really giving me an opening to, you know, ask her out again, and
right.
And then I finally did, just outright, and she said, you know, I think maybe we'd be better off as just friends.
Oh, all right.
Sounded like a real nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked since that text where she just said, let's be friends?
Well, I responded saying, really? You know, why? Come on, let's grab some dinner. And she didn't respond to that. So,
well, that's not a good friend.
Exactly.
I always feel like when people send that text message, it usually means that they're just not attracted to you in that way. That maybe everything else is great about you, but they just have no sexual attraction towards you.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, someone who's gutsy enough to tell me that my shirt's inside out, you know, I mean, she could have let that slide. She didn't have to tell me that.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd think she'd give you just a straight up answer on what's wrong with you.
Yeah, exactly. Which is nothing.
Oh, okay. Mr. Confidence. I like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if that's true. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
All right.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, if you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Rick is on the phone, and he wants to call a girl named Kelly. We talked to him about his first date, and it sounded kind of like a disaster. But Rick, I think actually you got something way better than getting another date with this girl.
Really?
What's that?
You made a friend. That's right.
We all need more friends.
Rick made himself a friend because after their date, they were texting back and forth a little bit, and one of her texts said, you know what, I think we're better off as friends, and that's the last time she's talked to him. So she's not really a good friend that you keep in touch with a lot, but she is a new friend, and I think you should just rejoice in that, Rick.
Oh, God.
I think that's a no from Rick. I don't think he's excited for some reason.
Yeah, got plenty of friends. Would really just like a second date.
Okay.
And were you really into her at the end of your first date, or is this one of those want what you can't have type of situations?
No, she's great. I really would like to see her again.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Okay, and just to recap, there was an awkward moment on the date when he made a joke that they should make things official. She didn't get the joke, so he thinks that could be reason number one why she just wants to be friends with him. And then he also was wearing his shirt inside out the whole time, and she waited until the date was over to tell him that. So That's another reason that he thinks she doesn't want to go out with him again. All right, Rick, I'm about to dial her phone number. Here we go.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Kelly.
Yeah, hi, this is Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
You familiar with the show?
The show?
Oh.
No, she just apparently knows another Jubal
All right,
from Brooke
yeah.
and Jubal in the Morning.
You sounded
There's
like
more
you
of
knew who it was. Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show?
This is the radio show?
Yeah. I don't think it's who you thought was calling.
No.
The reason that I'm calling you is because one of our listeners actually emailed us and asked if we could get you on the phone.
Okay.
His name is Rick.
Rick?
Yeah, and Rick's kind of a friend of yours, like a new friend. You guys went out on a date together.
Oh, my God. Rick?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Is that a good?
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. It's where if somebody goes out on a date with somebody and then gets blown off, they email us to see if we can get that person on the phone and ask what went wrong. So Rick...
He emailed you guys?
Yeah, and he's curious why you don't want to go out with him again.
I already told him we could be friends.
Yeah, he did tell us that, but he's curious why he's being put in the friend zone right away because he would love to like go out on an actual date with you again.
Oh, my God.
And you know that friend thing was a lie because according to him, you haven't texted him again after wanting to be friends.
Well, yeah.
So can you tell us why you don't want to go out with him again?
You know, I was so hesitant to do online dating because, one, I liked meeting people the old-fashioned way, but my friends were like, no, it's so much fun, you have to do it. But they all had horror stories of how everybody lied on their profile.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone say it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So you gave in and did it, and you met Rick.
Did he lie about his profile? Is that what you're getting to?
Yeah, he is the liar.
Whoa!
What did he lie about? Did he look different?
No, he looked exactly like his photos.
Okay.
So that was nice.
That's
he
good,
looked,
at
he represented himself the same in the photos.
Okay.
It was like everything else in the profile kind of seemed like a lie.
So was he like an entrepreneur, but it turns out he lives in his mom's basement or something?
Kind of similar. I'm a very active person, and what really drew me to his profile was his interests. He said he loved hiking, he loved rock climbing, snowboarding, and photography.
Yeah.
And these are all things I am very passionate about. So I was hoping to meet somebody where we had similar interests that we could do these things together.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's a pretty sexy profile, I'm not going to lie. I would be turned on by those things too.
Yeah. And when the conversation happened and I would bring up, like I talked about going snowboarding once a year with my family and something I look forward to every year. And I take my snowboarding very seriously. And he had nothing to say about snowboarding.
What?
Well, maybe he just didn't have anything to add into the conversation. That doesn't mean he doesn't bored.
Yeah.
But then I brought up hiking because his profile says, I love hiking. All caps. I love hiking.
All right.
And I said, hey, when's the last time you went hiking? And he just threw up his hands in the air and shrugged his shoulders and said, I don't know.
And you said it was in all caps on his profile that he loves hiking?
All caps. Exclamation point.
All right.
It's such a weird thing to lie about.
Well, that's like the basic thing to say, right? I love hiking. I love outdoors.
Yeah, if you want to seem like an outdoorsy type of person, you just say you like to hike.
Yes, it was just so strange. He had nothing to add about this, so I kept asking more questions about the rock climbing and mountains he liked, and he would just stare at me with like a blank stare.
So
Then I talked about photography.
Yeah.
And asked him what's his favorite camera, and he said, I don't know. I just use my phone.
super passionate, obviously.
iPhone.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what's going on with his profile, if he just copied somebody else's or if he thought it was good bait to get women to respond to his profile.
Yeah, to seem like adventure dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just so bizarre, like such a weird thing to lie about.
Well, this is going to be a good experience for you, too, because he's actually on the other line listening and would like to talk to you about his interests. Yeah, he's actually on the other line.
He's on the other line?
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow. Big misunderstanding here.
Yeah, sounds like it, Rick. That's one way to word it.
So, you heard everything. Everything I said was true, right? Can you explain why you put all those things on your profile?
Well, I put them on my profile because I'm interested in them.
But it doesn't sound like you do any of them.
Well, no, I mean, not as much as I would like to, but I work 60 hours a week. I work really hard, and the last time I went hiking was well over a year ago with some friends, and I had a great time. But I don't have the opportunity to go with them every time that they go.
Rick, you said you never went snowboarding, and then your profile says it's a passion of yours.
I mean, I guess passion is a little strongly worded, but I don't know. I think it's really cool. Like, I watched YouTube videos and.
So there you go, Kelly. He is passionate about it. He's watching YouTube videos of snowboarding.
See what I mean? He's a liar.
Rick, I can't believe that this is the first time this has been an issue for you in all of your online dating experience. Like, no one else has brought up the fact that you say you love snowboarding and have never actually gone?
Well, no, because most girls are just interested in talking about themselves.
Rick, I'm not like that. I enjoy talking to the other person. I enjoy getting to know somebody else. So I think you owe it to other women you're going to be dating to represent yourself accurately. I think you should change your profile. Whoa. That you like Netflix.
Yeah, there you go, Rick. I'm passionate about watching snowboarding on YouTube. That would be a better way to put it.
But I'm not going to change my profile. I said that I love snowboarding because I love snowboarding and I love hiking. Yeah, I don't go every day or every week, but every time I've done it, I really enjoy it. So yeah, it's an interest. I'm not gonna say on my profile that I'm interested in algebra, which is what I do every day. I mean, like, come on.
See, but I think you're not giving people a chance to get to know the real Rick. I mean, I understand that there's a lot of pressure when you fill out those dating profiles to sound like a really cool person, and sometimes when you put yourself on paper, you realize how boring you are. But there's got to be something that you're passionate about that other people are passionate about too.
Does being passionate about something mean that you have to do it? Like,
well, generally,
not
yes.
Really. I think so. Yeah, not really at all. Like,
Rick, at least you should try it once if you're passionate about it. You can't say you're passionate about it and have never done it.
Okay.
You come off a liar.
Okay, Kelly, I think, I get what you're saying, but I think that calling me a liar is a little harsh, don't you think? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe I do need to try something before I say that I'm passionate about it. I mean, maybe you could take me snowboarding. I would love that.
Hey, there you go. Kelly, would you like to go out on a second date with Rick? We'll pay for it. Not the snowboarding, that's expensive, but we'll pay for you guys to go out and maybe set up a snowboarding date.
I'm a little hesitant because he lied, but I'm also very interested to see him on a snowboard.
Oh, my God.
All right. So is that a yes? You will take Rick to experience his passion for the first time ever.
And you guys are paying for this.
We'll talk about the snowboarding thing, but we'll get you out there.
In that case, I would be honored.
Oh, my God. Rick is going to hate it. The first day of snowboarding is the worst day of your life. You will never have a more hurt butt ever.
No, this is going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to getting out there and discovering more about my passion.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I think everybody who does online dating learned a very valuable lesson today from the second date update, and that is lie on your profile as much as you want, because it doesn't matter. You'll get another date anyway. If you missed it, Rick wanted to call a girl named Kelly. They went out on a date. They met online. It turns out that the reason she didn't want to go out with him again was because all of the things that he listed as interests on his profile, he didn't know anything about. Not at all. He said that snowboarding was a passion of his, and he's never even been snowboarding. He's just seen videos on YouTube and thought he could list that as a passion. So she's like, he lied about everything.
And I like when we called him, or when she confronted him, he stuck to it.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't just say, you're right, I made it up to meet chicks.
Yeah.
He said, no, it's still a passion of mine.
I don't have to do it to love it.
Yeah, you can still watch it and enjoy it. Anyway, they did decide to go out again, and maybe she can take him snowboarding someday.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that one goes. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Hello.
Time for your second date update. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning, and today's second date update, some guys pick up women using a clever pickup line. Others buy them a drink. My go-to move is to weep loudly into their lap until they agree to date me. Well, one of our listeners got a girl's phone number in a different way. It's 100% thanks to his unique job, and you'll find out what it is in your second date update right now.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I don't know what the end result of today's second date update will be, but I do know that because of this second date update, I've found a new way to party, and that's with puppies.
Oh.
That's right.
I want a puppy party.
Yeah.
Apparently, the dude on the phone, his name is Michael, hosts puppy parties.
Cool.
I don't even know exactly what that entails. I mean, I'm guessing it involves puppies and parties. What's up, Michael? How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Yeah,
Good.
this isn't one of those weird things where everybody pretends to be dogs and like cuddles together and stuff, right?
No, not furries. What are they called?
Furries, yeah. Oh, that's what I thought it was. Never mind then. I'm not interested. Not interested, Michael. Yeah, your email says that you work for a party company that rents puppies for parties.
That is correct.
That's so
Wow.
cool.
Oh my God, it's so cool. Is it inhumane to rent a puppy for a party?
I don't think so. If you play with them and feed them and love them.
Oh yeah, no, puppies are fun. You know, everybody loves puppies. It's the best job ever. If you had my job, you'd be the happiest person on earth.
That's probably true.
And apparently you met the girl you want to call today at one of your puppy parties?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What's her name?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline,
God.
all right. And how did you meet her at one of these parties?
So I did a children's birthday party, and she was the aunt of one of the kids. And she was like, you know, playing with one of the dogs, and I came up to her because obviously it's like a really easy way to meet women. You
Right.
just, like,
I'm thinking that you get hit on all the time. Like you're the puppy party guy. Like
yeah. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, hey, we hit it off.
You're like, you know how these things mate, right?
no, gross. They're puppies. Jubal, that's like talking about children that way. What is wrong with you?
I was just meaning dogs in general.
Please.
Anyway,
we hit it off, you know, right away. And before she left, I made sure I asked her on a date. And she said yes. And for the date, though, I thought I'd do coffee. I don't know why. I just thought, you know, it would lead to something else.
No, wait, hold up. Coffee never leads to anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the way the conversation went, it just led to that. And I was like, let's do coffee. She agreed. I was happy. And then when we met for coffee, the first thing she said was, ooh, did you bring any puppies?
yeah, it's hard to go from a puppy party to a coffee date, you know? It's a big letdown.
Yeah, so I said no, and she immediately seemed really, really disappointed.
What? Wait, she like honestly thought that you were going to bring puppies to your date?
I don't know. I thought maybe I'd bring one or something, and it's
like you have puppies on you at all times.
yeah. But I didn't, and I immediately felt it wasn't as natural as it was when I was at the puppy party.
Oh no.
And I said things like, you know, gosh, I can't remember the last time I was at a Starbucks, or I felt it getting really weird, and even by the end of this date, I kind of felt real desperate, and I challenged her to a thumb war.
What? Like thumb wrestling?
Yeah, no, it's getting worse.
Wow.
It doesn't get too much worse, but she said no thanks. So like I didn't know really what to do, and it just kept getting worse, and there was more awkward silences, and I didn't feel any chemistry by the end of it.
So why do you want to call her back if you didn't feel any chemistry?
I just feel like, honestly, at the party we had great chemistry, and I feel like she didn't really get to meet the guy that she met at the party. So I feel like there's something there, and I want to find that. I want to get back to where we were at the party and kind of like get rid of this section, the coffee section.
Maybe you need to bring puppies with you everywhere, like she thought. Maybe that would help.
Yeah, no, I would do that, but honestly, I'd probably end up letting her down by the 10th day when I don't have any puppies. Yeah.
Right.
Just keep trading in, puppies once they get too old, not cute anymore, and just always have a puppy with you for your entire relationship.
Yeah, be like, this one doesn't get old.
That's weird. So how did it all end? Did you guys make any plans?
She said one of those, like, yeah, we'll get together again.
Thumb wrestle at a coffee shop another time, for sure.
Yeah, I don't always bomb like this, but she's really cute, and I just want to tell her, I don't always take people on Starbucks. I don't know why we went to the coffee shop. I don't always thumb war people on a first date.
That's the main message.
It obviously went really horrible, and I just think it would be best for both of us if we had like a do-over date.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
You want a mulligan on this one?
Yeah.
All right. So have you talked to her at all since your date?
I texted her. She kind of got back to me, but late, like a day later or something. And then I texted again. But I knew the way she was responding that I'm not going to be the creeper that keeps texting her.
Okay.
Good job. Hey, I applaud you for your self-control there.
Yeah, don't want to be too thirsty.
I have more puppies. Over and over again.
Okay, well, play a song and then come back and call her and get your second date update, all right?
All right, great.
Okay, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Everybody has their go-to move when a conversation gets awkward. And apparently Michael, who's on the phone to do a second date update today, his move is thumb wrestling. Can be very interesting in conversations, but if you're just joining us, Michael went out with a girl named Jacqueline. He actually met her because he works for a company that throws puppy parties. It's where you bring a bunch of puppies to a party and people get to hang out with the puppies and then you take them home and throw them wherever you keep them. I don't know where you keep puppies, but he met her at one of these puppy parties. They struck up a conversation and then they met for coffee, and he said it was so awkward. He was trying to start a conversation, and then he eventually asked her to thumb wrestle. She said no, and the date kind of ended, and he hasn't really heard from her since. All right, Michael, are you ready to call her?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure, Michael? Because a woman who wouldn't take you up on thumb wrestling doesn't sound like a keeper to me anyway.
I don't know. Maybe it was an off day for both of us. She wasn't,
Yeah, you're right. Maybe her thumb was tired.
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't up for the challenge.
And we really hit it off the first time, so it's just kind of odd that the second time was like the complete polar opposite of what happened.
What are you going to do if the conversation gets awkward on the phone? Thumb wrestle yourself?
Who are you going to wrestle?
I'm going to pull out a puppy and FaceTime her.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Jacqueline?
This is Jacqueline. Who's this?
Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
What?
Yeah. How are you?
Why are you calling me?
Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
Okay.
Any idea why somebody would email us about you?
I'm not really sure.
Okay. Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So this dude named Michael, who throws puppy parties, emailed us about you.
Oh, jeez.
That wasn't that was, you did a happy laugh in the beginning, and now that sounded like you're disappointed a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little, this is just really weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, my whole experience with Michael was not something I really want to remember.
Was it that bad, really? He told us how he met you, and then he told us you guys went out for coffee. He did say that coffee was kind of awkward, though.
Yeah, definitely awkward. Look, I don't want to come across as like a bad person here, so I have to I don't really know what to say exactly. I should probably just let you go because I don't want to talk bad about him.
Well, we want you to talk bad about him.
I think he totally owned how horrible he was on that date when we talked to him. Like he wants a redo because he knows that he was awkward.
Let's just say he wasn't as cute by himself as he was when I saw him with a dog.
What? That sounds terrible.
Yeah,
So
I understand
he only
that.
looks good when he's around puppies? Is that what you're saying?
It's like when you go to a bar and you meet someone like in the dark and you think they look great, and then when you see them the next day in the light, you're like, that was a bad decision on my part.
Hey, you know, no, she was intoxicated by puppies. People make bad choices sometimes when puppies are around. I can see how that would happen.
Yeah, I must have had my puppy goggles on or something.
Oh, yeah. I can see how that could get you. Was he really that different without a puppy next to him?
I mean, he still smelled like dogs, which was a turn off, definitely. But yeah, he was different. He told me he didn't even own a dog, which is like, what? Is he even a dog lover? It really had me thinking, like, what did I get myself into? Like, who is this guy?
Oh my gosh, calm down. I mean, there's lots of people who are teachers of children that don't have children. Like, you can still love dogs without owning one.
Yeah, but it made me feel like he's just working at this job to pick up girls. I honestly didn't believe that he liked dogs even at that very moment because he seemed so awkward. And then I heard that and I was like, no, what am I doing here with this guy?
So you feel like he's using puppies to get dates and that's it?
That's how I felt, honestly. And then he offered to thumb wrestle me and I was like, no, I have to leave.
That's surprising. Usually thumb wrestling, really, people love that.
I just think he was maybe nervous to meet you. I mean, he sounds like kind of an awkward guy. I feel like maybe you wrote him off in the very beginning and you just never gave him enough of a shot, No,
I did. I mean, I came into the date very optimistic because I love dogs. He seemed like a great guy. He was really cute when I met him. And then I don't know, I guess I was mistaken.
Well, he turned out to be an ugly dog hater is what it sounds like from you.
I guess so, but if you talk to him, just tell him, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Okay. Well, you actually kind of already told him because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's on the other line listening. You there, Michael?
Oh, I'm here. Hey, Jacqueline.
Hi.
Yeah, I kind of heard everything you said. I can't believe you felt that way. I sure, I don't know about the whole smelling like a dog thing. I might not have had time to shower before I got to the date, so that could possibly be why I kind of still smelled a little bit like a dog.
Oh.
So I don't know,
Yeah, I mean, you did smell like a dog. I tried to put that, past us and just not think about that the whole time, but really everything, thumb wrestling, what was that?
I mean, that was because I was so excited to see you. I didn't get any sleep the night before. I was acting awkward, and that's why I was messing up to them about that. I was really excited to see you, so it was awkward because I didn't sleep.
Yeah, but that's how you show someone you're excited to spend time with them, is just this thumb wrestle. We could have done anything but that.
No, that was... On another note, I find it rude that you're judging me on what animal I was holding at my job. You're saying that I looked better with a dog in my hands. I don't know. Maybe you looked better with the dog in your hand, too.
Ooh, you just switched to angry for a second there.
Yeah, I'm kind of angry a little bit about it because she's judging me on the way I look, and that's the one thing I can't really change about myself. So
actually, you can, because when you had a puppy, you looked a lot cuter.
Doesn't everybody look better with a puppy in their hands? I mean, seriously.
I don't know about everybody, but you definitely do.
Jacqueline!
These are low blows.
Yeah, that's actually, you're being just kind of mean right now.
I'm telling you the truth. What?
Yeah,
well, that's how I felt.
I also work with dogs, and you said that because I don't have a dog or something that I'm just using my job to pick up girls. That's the furthest thing from the truth. I work with dogs. I can't just bring my work home with me,
Yeah, but how am I supposed to know that you're telling the truth, though? You could definitely get a dog on the side if you really love them when you're not at work. You could play with it.
I mean, the thing is, Jacqueline, haven't you ever had a bad date where you messed up and you wanted a redo?
No.
Well, you're apparently very good at dating.
Yeah.
But okay, then. Michael isn't, and Michael would like to go out with you again. Jacqueline, would you like to go on a second date with Michael? We'll pay for it.
How about this? How about the next time? Let's say we go on another date, and I just bring some puppies with me, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy to just meet up and just get to know each other a little bit more like the way we did at the party?
Wait, that's an interesting idea. I'll have to think about it, I guess, because I do get to see puppies again, and hopefully this time you'll shower before we meet up.
So is that a yes if he brings along puppies and showers?
Well, I'm not saying yes to a date necessarily. It's more like I'm saying yes to a meetup with some puppies that I don't have to pay to see.
Michael, don't do this. Have some self-respect. She's using you for the puppies, man.
I don't know. I don't see this being too bad that she's using me to see puppies, because I'm kind of using the puppies to get a second date. And, puppies are awesome, and, nothing can go wrong with some puppies around, right?
Okay. Michael, I just want to correct you that it's not a date. We're all going to be hanging out with puppies, and I'm not paying for it.
Oh, my God.
If that works for you, then that's great. Let's do it.
Okay, that's fine. I have a few parties coming up where, obviously I have puppies there, and I'll bring them over, and we'll see where it goes from there.
So, I guess congratulations, Michael. You kind of got a second chance to hang out at least.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good chance for us to, reconnect and continue where we left off before it got awkward at the coffee shop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the poor puppies that are caught in the middle of this whole thing have no idea.
Amen to that.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I feel like your show is either desperate guys that get run over or guys that are really mean and defensive. You mean people?
Yeah.
We're talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Michael wanted to call this girl named Jacqueline. They met while he was working his job. He works at a company that does puppy parties. You can rent out a bunch of puppies for a party, I guess. Mm-hmm. They hit it off and decided to go out again later, but things got awkward. Jacqueline seemed to be acting differently when they were on their date, and we got her on the phone, and she admitted that when she met up with Michael again, he just didn't seem as cute without the puppies.
Yeah.
She described it as being similar to like meeting somebody when you're drunk or whatever out at a bar, and then you see him in person, you're like, oh, yeah, never mind.
I was pretty drunk.
Also, Jacqueline was upset because Michael didn't have a dog, but he claimed to be a dog lover, and that made her upset.
You expect him to have a puppy everywhere he goes?
Here's the thing that someone brought up on the text board, which I think is very valid. She complained about how he smelled of dogs. If she was a true dog lover,
She would like it, maybe.
She would like it.
In the end, she reluctantly agreed to a second date, but only if he brought along some puppies, and he agreed to it.
It's a puppy date.
I can't believe he agreed to it. She's like, it's not a date. I'm just using you for free puppies.
And he's like, okay.
I know.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I have a surefire way to meet women, and I'm assuming that the guy on the phone for a second date update today did the same thing that I've done many times, and it always works. You see a hot girl go into a store or something like that, you see her in the parking lot, you just walk up to her car, you pop the tire, and then you hang out in the parking lot till she comes out, and you're like, oh, you need help with that tire? Let me help change that for you. Works like, every time.
You're one step away from a serial killer.
That's like vandalism.
Yeah, I've done it a lot. Sometimes I just go and I just pop tires in parking lots just in case on my way into a store. And that's what I'm guessing Dallas did today. He's on the phone to do a second date update, and that's how he met the girl that he wants to call today.
Well, now, I didn't pop the tire. Just so happens I did change her tires.
Oh,
thank God,
okay. Well,
Dallas.
For future reference, if you want to meet a girl, that's the best way to do it. Pop her tires, and then you'll have no choice but to help her. So your email said that you met the girl you want to call today because she needed a tire changed, and you came to her rescue.
Yeah, I did.
What's her name?
Brittany.
Brittany? Okay, and was she changing the tire, and you just walked up behind her and were like, hey, little lady, you don't know how to do that. Let a big man help you out.
No, it didn't really happen that way. A few weeks ago, I was at the mall and doing some shopping, and as I was leaving, Brittany flagged me down, and she was kind of like in a panic, and she asked me if I knew how to change a flat tire. So, obviously I did, luckily, and she asked if I could help, and I said, of course. So went to her car and started to, jack the car up and change the tire, and I had noticed she had this like really cute Southern accent, and so I kind of went out of my way, and I was like, are you from around here?
And she was like, why, no, sir, I'm not. I'm just a poor Southern girl who needed a tire changed.
Yeah, and
why don't we go out for some sweet tea and maybe some cheese grits.
It sounds like the start of a porn or something.
Yeah, right?
Do you like cheese grits? You know, anywhere in town a lady can get some nice cheese grits.
What is wrong with you? Did you hit on her, or how did you proceed after that?
Well, she kind of went on to tell me that she was new to the area and that she didn't really know anyone. And when I was done changing the tire, she was really, really thankful, and she shook my hand. And as I was getting ready to grab my stuff and leave, I kind of just stopped and turned around, and I kind of just said, "Hey, do you want to go out? Do you want to go get some food or something?" And she said, "Sure."
Wow.
Did at a later date, or you guys went that day?
Oh, we went right then and there.
Oh, that's
you
cool.
did?
Oh.
We went and got food really, really close to the mall, and this is where things kind of took a turn. We went to eat, we ordered our food, and we were both about halfway done eating, and I'd noticed that she kind of stopped, being so responsive to conversation. She was a lot less talkative. She started to become a little, timid and shy, I guess.
Did you
I
notice?
do declare that I believe you have overstepped your bounds, sir. I will take off my long white glove and slap you in the face. Did you say anything to make it seem like you offended her?
No, not at all. It kind of just all of a sudden it was like she just stopped talking. So I said, is there anything wrong? And she said, well, she didn't really like the food at the place we were eating at. So I said, well, okay, do you want to leave? I felt really bad. And she was like, no, that's okay. It's fine. So when the waiter came back, I asked him if, we could get the check and if he could box up our food and we could go. And, as we started to leave, I asked her, I said, hey, could we maybe do this again, at a different place, that you would like? And she said, of course. So we exchanged numbers and we left.
At the end of the date, did you guys kiss or anything like that? Or was it just exchange numbers?
No, it was just an exchange number, and then, we went on our way. But, I listen to you guys all the time, and I really trust you guys. And what's going on in my mind right now is I feel like she felt obligated to kind of go out with me because I did something nice, and not because I'm attractive or anything like that.
See,
that makes sense.
I was thinking the opposite, that she flagged you down because you were hot. I mean, because there's other people that come out of the mall. I'm sure that there was other people around she could have flagged down, right?
Of course, yes.
I don't think she was obligated at all. I think she set it up.
Well, maybe she felt like she was obligated. Well, if she set it up, she definitely didn't like something about him because she's not calling him back.
Well, maybe his personality failed. I don't know what happened.
So you think maybe she felt obligated and that's the reason that she's not calling you back?
Exactly.
Which is weird because she just moved to town, so she doesn't have very many other friends. And whenever I'm new to a town, I say yes to anybody, no matter who you are. Like, yeah, hey, I'll hang out with you. I don't know.
I'm new to town. Yes, gentlemen, jump on it. I say yes to anybody whenever I move to a town. That's good to know.
To go out and show me around.
Yeah, we know what you meant. We all know what you meant. All right, Dallas. Well, we'll play a song. We'll come back. We'll get your Southern lady on the phone and find out why she's not ringing you back, okay?
All right, guys.
All right. Until then, you enjoy some sweet potato pie. We'll do it right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Dallas is on the phone with us to do a second date update today. Not the city.
That's good. I wish the
A
whole
guy
city.
named Dallas is on the phone with us to do a second date update today. He wants us to call a girl named Brittany. I'm going to actually recap his date by telling her side of the story. I think this is what she would say when we talk to her. So there I was. Had a flat tire on my car, and I did not know how to fix it. I was just staring at this tire as confused as a fart in a fan factory. And then all of a sudden, out of the store, I see this big, strapping young gentleman named Dallas. And I was hollering like a stuck pig, asking him to come help me out. So I walked up to him. I said, "Kind sir, do you think you could help change the Southern lady's tire?" And as he was changing it, I was just sitting there grinning like a possum eating a sweet tater, looking at how he changed my tire and helped me out. And then, could you believe the nerve of this man? He asked me to go to food with him right after. And the only reason I did was because I felt obligated to, because normally a Southern lady would make a gentleman court her properly. So we had a meal, and then once we were done with our meal, we went our separate ways, and I would never talk to him again because he was way too forward. I just smacked him in his stupid face. Hey, Dallas, is that about right? Yeah.
I think I should take you out on a date.
Yeah, I was going to say, after that, we don't even need to make the phone call. I mean, that kind of settles it, doesn't it?
Dallas met this girl, Brittany, in the parking lot. She had a flat tire. He was walking out. She said, can you change it? He changed it, and then they went to go eat. The meal went well, and then about halfway through, she kind of seemed cold and awkward. And they exchanged numbers and said they might go out again, but she hasn't been very receptive. We're about to call her right now.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Brittany, please?
this is she.
Hello, Brittany. How are you?
I'm good. Who is this?
Oh, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I don't know you. Who is this?
No, you don't. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay, I still don't know you.
It's a morning radio show, and I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
About me?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. You recently went out with a guy named Dallas.
Oh. Okay.
You remember meeting Dallas? He said that he helped you change a tire on your car, and then you guys went out for a meal after?
Yeah, I remember him.
What'd you think of Dallas?
I mean, he was a nice guy and everything.
You just didn't click with him?
Well, not really. I mean, it just kind of got weird throughout the date.
It got weird. Can you tell us how?
Well, at dinner, like it was a really nice dinner, we're sitting down, and he just took to leave like 3 times to go to the bathroom, which is not typically a weird thing, but the second time he come back like super sweaty.
He came back to the table super sweaty?
Yes, he was super sweaty, and I didn't know what to think, and I thought, well, poor guy, maybe he's sick or something. So I asked him, are you okay, or you need to leave? And he said, no, I'm great, I'm good. I've never seen somebody come back from the bathroom sweating like that before.
Maybe he's got IBS.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't spicy food, but it got worse. Like, we're sitting there, and he leaves again, and then there's a table right beside of us, and that guy leaves to go to the bathroom, I guess, comes back, and I can hear
Don't tell me
their
they both came back sweaty together. I wouldn't want to call him back either.
Mystery solved,
Yeah.
though.
The guy was actually talking about my date. Like, I can hear them talking about him and saying, there's some guy in the bathroom doing really weird stuff.
What was he doing?
I don't know. They didn't say. They just said that they knew it was weird and it made them uncomfortable. Like, if it makes the guy uncomfortable in the bathroom, something's wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in guys' bathrooms. I've never left them going like, whoa, there's some guy in there doing something strange. I got to get out of here.
Right. So I just had to leave. Like, you don't know what to expect when you're in a new town and new people. Like, I don't know.
And you never asked him what he was doing in the bathroom?
I didn't want to. I mean, what if he told me and asked me to join him? Like, I don't know.
So did you make up a lie about the food not tasting good to get out of there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you did.
Yeah.
Because he said that on the
like,
date.
I love food. Like, I love food. And I totally went back to that place the next day. It was so good.
You actually went back there.
Oh, no.
You actually went back to that restaurant the next day.
I did. It was so good.
All right, so that's the reason you're not calling him back, because he was doing something weird in the bathroom, making him sweat.
Yes, that's exactly why.
That's interesting. You know what else is interesting? He's actually on the phone listening right now.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. 100% serious. Dallas, what were you doing in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Get your guys' minds out of the gutter, okay? I was not doing what you guys think I was doing.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I had an idea.
Okay. I will admit, I did get up a few extra times from the table to go to the bathroom. And I'm really embarrassed to say this, but I was in the bathroom doing push-ups.
What?
You're doing push-ups?
Why were you doing push-ups?
I'm just, into fitness and stuff, and I felt like because I hadn't been to the gym in a couple days, I felt like I didn't look good enough for you. And
so
I went in there to get kind of like a little bit of a workout in to kind of look a little bit more muscular.
So you went into the bathroom to do push-ups to get a pump.
You know, this was not even scheduled or anything. I didn't have time to go to the gym before this date. I didn't even know this date was going to happen. And I met her, and she is awesome, and that's what I did.
So you just left the table randomly to go work out in the bathroom?
Yeah, I did.
On the bathroom floor?
Well, I washed my hands before I came back to the table.
That is disgusting.
Doesn't make it better.
Brittany, do you believe him? I don't know that I mean, I know you explained it, but I don't know that I buy your story.
This is the God honest truth, seriously.
Well, is this what guys do here? Like, you just go out into the bathroom to work out during the date? Is this how it works?
No.
I never have.
I've never done that one time, but I felt like I didn't look good enough for you, and that's why I did it. It was more of a freak out thing.
So working on the car and the tire change wasn't an actual workout? You needed more intensive workout in the bathroom?
To a sense, yeah, because changing the tire is nothing.
I'm so fit. Changing the tire doesn't do anything. I gotta go do some push-ups and some burpees in the bathroom.
I don't know if I actually buy this whole story.
Does sound weird.
I need to know, were his muscles impressive?
I mean, yeah, he's a really impressive guy. I actually noticed that when he was changing the tire, and I mean, you could tell he works out. I just never expected it to be during the date in the bathroom.
Hey, Brittany, I would like to ask you this. Would you like to go on a second date with Dallas? We will pay for
guys,
it.
Can I do this myself?
Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. I mean, hey, dude, I don't want to get beat up by you. You know, I know you got...
Look, Brittany, I'm telling you the truth. I did push-ups in the bathroom to try and impress you. So if you give me a second chance, I promise that I will work out before dinner and not during.
It's a pretty good promise.
And also, we'll pay for the date, Brittany.
You know, you were a really great guy stopping to take care of my tire and take care of me, and you went this far to actually get a second date. So, you know, I think, yeah, let's try it again.
Woohoo! Nice!
Awesome. Congratulations, Dallas. You got your second date.
Well, thank you, guys. I appreciate the help.
No problem. Stop doing push-ups in the bathroom.
I will stop doing push-ups in the bathroom. I'm just embarrassed because I never thought that she would ever find out.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
In my experience, one of the best places to hit on a girl during an interview, a job interview.
What?
Yeah, it's the best time to try to slip it in there and see if you can get a date.
Yeah.
That is sort of what Jack, who's on the phone with us today, did with a girl named Michelle, who he wants us to call for a second date update. And I couldn't tell from the email if they actually did go out or not. But he did ask her out while she was being interviewed for a job with his company.
You know,
Hey, Jack, what's up, dude? How are you?
Hey, what's happening, guys?
How's it going? So, Jack, did you guys actually go out?
Yeah, we did. We went out for drinks.
Okay, so you did go out with this girl.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to that date in a second. First, though, I want to know, how do you ask out a girl that you're interviewing for a job? Like, what happened?
Well, she came in for a job interview at my place, and I was the kind of person who talked to her afterwards and, like, just kind of walked her out to her car out of the building. And
So you weren't doing the actual interviewing. You were like the person leading her to and from the interview?
Yeah, I was kind of like the exit landing person, kind of whatever.
Okay.
You know?
I was really hoping you were the one that asked the questions.
Yeah, me too. So you were like, follow me. I'll take you to the important guy. Right? Sort of.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, you know, I was to our, like, senior vice president guy. He's the one who does all the hiring and stuff, so.
Okay.
Would you be in trouble with work if they found out that you were hitting on potential employees?
I don't know if it would be, there would be a conversation.
Okay.
All right. Are you scared that you're going to get in trouble now that she's not calling you back after you guys went out?
No, I don't think so. I don't think she would do anything or say anything.
What was her reaction when you asked her out as she was leaving the interview? I don't know. That whole thing just is curious to me because I don't think I would ever ask a girl out like that.
Well, I didn't when I walked her out because it didn't seem appropriate. But after, I couldn't stop thinking about her, and so I got her email from the resume that she submitted.
Oh, so you emailed to ask
all
her
right.
out.
That's ballsy, Jack.
Yeah. So you emailed her to ask her out, and then she said yes, I guess.
Yeah. So
All right.
You know,
I kind of went out and had drinks and stuff.
I want to warn you, Jack, that this is how my best friend met her current husband.
What?
He was actually interviewing her for a temp job and asked her out, and they're married and having a baby
Yeah,
now.
but did he
Wow.
actually ask her out on the interview, or he creepily walked her out and then stalked her resume and got the email and emailed her? There's a difference.
I'll get a clarification on the stalking that happened.
Okay. So tell us about when you actually went out. How'd that go?
It was great. We went out to a bar and hung out for a while and had some drinks. We laughed. I won't say it was like, fireworks and magic, but I had a really great time.
You feel like it was good enough to where she'd go out with you again if you wanted a second date?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And how many times have you tried to get a hold of her since you guys went out?
Well, the day after we went out, I texted her and I was like, hey, I had a great time. I'd really like to see you again. And then I didn't hear anything for like a day or so, and I texted her again, and I just asked if she might be free to go out that Friday.
And
Now-
you got nothing?
No, nothing.
Now, there's no way she felt obligated to go out with you, right? Like, was worried that she wasn't going to get the job if she didn't say yes?
I don't think so, because I made it pretty clear when I emailed her that I didn't have anything to do with the decision-making process. So
Did she get the job? I mean, is she working now with you?
they're still figuring out who to hire, so
Okay.
they haven't made a decision yet.
Well, that would be your way to get a second date right there. Text her and say, hey, if you don't go out with me, I'm going to put in a really bad word for you with the guys who are making the decision. And it's a no-brainer for me, Jack.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
No, it's not.
No, I wouldn't do it. I kind of felt weird, even emailing her from the start, but I just,
Right.
like I said, I couldn't stop thinking about her, so.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Right on.
All right, man, just hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Jack?
Yeah.
You know what I think your problem is?
What?
I think, okay, so the girl you want us to call today is still in the interview process at your job, right?
Right.
I think that maybe she's not calling you back because she's waiting to see if she gets the job or not. Because if she gets the job, she might not want to go out with you again. If she doesn't get the job, then it's fine because, you don't want to dip the pen in the company type of situation. Like a lot of people don't want to date somebody they work with, so maybe she's just waiting to see if she gets the job.
Yeah, that could be it.
Okay, and if she does get the job and you want to date her again, you have to find a way to get her fired so that she'll go out with you. And we can help you with that too, okay?
So romantic.
And you want to continue to pursue this even if you guys end up coworkers, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'd have to not tell anybody about it, I guess, but
That like a ton of people who are married met at work.
Yeah.
That's how they meet.
yeah, I'd definitely like to at least go out with her again and see if that's a possibility.
Okay.
that's cool.
I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone, okay?
Great.
Hello.
Hi, is this Michelle?
Yes, this is she.
Michelle, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, what is that?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. What is it, Jubal? The radio show?
Oh, okay. What can I do for you?
So you've heard our show before?
I have heard of it.
Oh, you've heard of it. Nice. Okay, that's
That
fine.
works
You
for
know what?
us.
It's better actually to just have heard of us than to have actually heard the show. So you're doing well.
It's more enjoyable that way.
I'm calling you because one of our listeners, someone who does listen to the show, actually wanted us to get a hold of you.
That's kind of weird. But okay.
You recently went out on a date with him.
Oh.
Have you been out on a lot of dates recently, or do you think you know who I'm talking about?
No, not a lot. Just one.
Was his name Jack?
Oh my God. Yes, it was with a guy named Jack.
All right. Well, Jack emailed us because he wanted us to call you. He's wondering why you're not answering any of his text messages or phone calls because he would love to see you again. He did tell us about the way that you met, and I thought it was pretty awkward that he contacted you while you're trying to interview for a job at his company or whatever. But he said he enjoyed your time together and really wanted to see you again. So he asked if we'd call you and see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you don't want to go out with Jack again.
I don't know if I'm, like, comfortable talking about this.
He basically wants to know. So if it's embarrassing for you and you don't want to talk about it, okay, I still would like to know, but that's fine. I understand. But if it's something that is embarrassing about him, he's willing to hear the answer.
I mean, he's fine, I guess. But
yes.
That's a good sell.
Well, it wasn't even like that. Like, the job that I was interviewing for the day that I met him, I really want.
Right.
And I thought it would be, I don't know, I guess I thought of it more like a prudent networking kind of thing. Rather than,
okay. So you were like, I'll make a good connection at the office. Hopefully maybe he can put in a good word for me. I can get the job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, I was sort of using it as an opportunity to kind of suss out, like, where I stood with the company. He didn't really give me any details, but, like, the one thing that I did get out of him was that he'd seen my resume and that a lot of really qualified people had applied and just sort of implied, like, he didn't say, but he kind of implied that, like, I wasn't qualified, which, I mean, it offended me, honestly.
Yeah. That's kind of rude to say to somebody.
But
yeah, I saw your resume, but you really don't match up to the other candidates. I'm sorry to let you down here, but I'll buy you a drink if that'll help.
Michelle, are you sure he just wasn't nervous and like maybe mentioned that because he didn't really want to talk about work and you were bringing it up?
Maybe, but honestly, I just was like, well, okay, if this is how it is, then that's the end of the line for us. You know what I mean?
You were using him to get the job, and then when he told you that you probably weren't qualified in not so many words, you were over it.
I wasn't using him to get the job. I was using the drinks as a networking opportunity.
Yeah. In other words, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's pretty much what happened, right? You just wanted to go out, and then once you felt like he was telling you you weren't material for their company, you're like, okay, well, I don't want to go out with him on a date again.
And I don't want to, lead him astray if he wants other things from me that I cannot give. I mean, that's how you play the game. Like,
yeah.
Am I right?
No, you're right. It's all about connections and stuff like that. And I don't think you should lead anybody astray ever. That's why I'm going to tell you that Jack is on the phone with us right now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Jack?
Hey.
Oh, my God. You've got to be kidding me. This is bullshit.
Well, at least now he knows what the deal was, Michelle.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess now you know what the deal is, Jack.
You could have just texted me back.
I could have, but you seem like the kind of guy that would take any sort of feedback as encouragement, and I don't want to encourage you, like, straight up.
How about just, hey, I had a good time, too. I don't want to go out again?
I mean, I did have a good time, but I'm not going to be your girlfriend. I'm not going to you if that's what we're talking about.
Wow.
Or you could have texted back, I don't think I'm going to be able to use you to get that job.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe I should have. Maybe I should have texted back to you. I'm sure you would have taken it really well since you're the kind of weirdo who puts girls on the radio instead of being a young grown-up and leaving me the alone.
Wow, that escalated quickly, Michelle.
I mean, this is inappropriate. I didn't know, like, I would have presented this very differently if I had known that this dude was on the phone, and that's inappropriate not to let someone know and to put them on the radio. Like, I don't even know how that's legal. Like, I don't even know why I'm still on the phone with you guys. Because
you do know that you're...
Up.
You're probably still on the phone because you don't have a job to go to.
Oh! He said
Michelle,
that you were still up for the position right now.
Oh, there's not a chance she's going to get it. You should see her resume.
Oh, wow. All right. So both you guys are obviously just upset at each other.
Oh, yeah. No, it's cool because I thought I wanted to work for this company, but I obviously don't want to work for a bunch of freaks who stop girls' emails from their resumes and then ask them out on a date.
Great.
I can get a job somewhere else.
Just a little tip, Comic Sans is not the font you want to use on a resume.
Yeah, thanks for your feedback. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Michelle, at this point, I would love to ask if you'll go out on a second date with Jack. You guys can discuss new business opportunities. Just call it a new business meeting. How about that?
Not working again.
Like I said, I don't even know why I'm still on the phone with you people, and of course I'm not going to go out with this ass.
Maybe someone listening has a
Yeah.
job opening that'd like to hire you instead.
Dude, Michelle's a go-getter.
She would be so much fun at the Christmas
Yeah.
party.
Jack, would you like to go out with Michelle again after hearing this conversation?
Well, no. However, I will let Michelle make my latte for me when she gets that other job.
Whoa, Jack.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm not good at all. One of the things that I always find interesting when doing these second date updates and reading the emails that we get in is why people liked somebody. And Tim is on the phone today to do a second date update. He went out with a girl named Nicole, and he described in his email the reason that he likes her. He said he met her on Tinder, and she was, quote, pretty, but she had silly photos. So he liked her. And then
get that.
he listed the photos. He said, one photo, she was riding a mechanical bull with a cowboy boot over her head.
That's pretty silly.
And in another photo, she was wearing a squirrel costume climbing a tree.
I want to hang out with her too.
She sounds like a fun time. Tim, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing, guys?
Good. So tell us about the wacky Nicole.
She was cool. I mean, like, the best part about that squirrel photo is that you could tell, like, she hired a photographer. Like, it was, like, a pretty serious
Oh,
day.
okay. So she did glamour shots in her squirrel photo.
I was just like, okay, like, she's pretty, but she's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And obviously you guys went out, you hit her up.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, we, like, matched up, and we figured we'd hit the town, and she was just like, you know, take me where you like to go. Like, what, like, she wanted to get a feeling for, like, what I like to do. So I really like Chinese food. It's kind of like my thing, and I got my spot that I go to. Like, it's pretty authentic, so we rolled down there and ordered appetizers, and, like, you know, we're hitting it off. But then the appetizers come, and it's, like, one of those authentic places, so they had the chopsticks in front of us, and that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And she kind of, like, looks at everything and kind of freezes. And she looks at me like, she goes, I've never used chopsticks before.
Whoa!
Ever?
Like, ever.
Really?
Wow.
I know people who have never used chopsticks before.
Really? That is so weird to me.
The thing is, it was fine, you know? Like, I was like, okay, like, I'll get you a fork. Don't worry about it. Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
But she was like, no, I'm going to try and use these. Which was cute. And, like, I got to, like, show her, you know, and, like, teach her, and that was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go behind her and put your arms around her. Sort of like you're a pervy tennis coach giving a tennis lesson, but with chopsticks.
I wasn't that forward, but it was kind of close.
Good. I'm glad you stayed in your seat for the lesson.
But the thing is that, like, I got to give her credit. Like, she was, like, really trying, but, like, she had this, like, dumpling, and she just couldn't get it on the chopstick.
Do you think that she was embarrassed?
I think so, but I got to give her credit. She was not giving it up. You know?
Okay.
It got to a point where she was just like, I think she kind of had enough of it. And I was like, you know what? We'll just bail and we'll just go to the movie. Like, it's no big deal. Like, I wasn't super hungry anyways. Like, it's cool.
So you actually didn't eat your meal because she couldn't use chopsticks.
Oh, yeah. I just kind of, like, brought it up. I was like, hey, like, we can just go. And then she just, like, lit up like a Christmas tree. And was just like, yeah, let's go.
Thank you, God.
Okay. I mean, she sounded cool up until that point. That sounds kind of extreme to me. Like, you bail on a whole dinner because you refuse to just ask for a fork?
No, I mean, like, you didn't see what happened there. I mean, it was kind of the next logical leap.
Was to just get out of there.
It's a war zone, man.
All right. And so you said you went to the movies after?
Oh, yeah. And once we got in the car and, like, we were out of the restaurant, like, she kind of started, like, loosen back up again, and we were just, like, you know, going back and forth and laughing. Like, I think she had kind of gotten the whole incident out of her system a little bit right when we got to the movie theater.
Okay.
Right.
I was worried something like that would, like, actually ruin the momentum of your date, but it doesn't sound like it.
No, I was even kind of proud of myself because I was like, cool, we pulled out of a tailspin. Like,
So you straightened the airplane back out, and you're flying full speed ahead. How did the rest of the date go at the movies?
Well, we got in the movie theater, got the tickets, no big deal. And then I really had to go to the bathroom. And I was like, hey, like, I planned the date. It's on me. So I hand her $20, get whatever snacks you want. Like, here's the cash, and I'll be back.
Yeah.
So we get to the seats, and she's, like, really quiet.
Whoa.
And I started thinking, I was like, you know what, like I don't know how much like, popcorn and sodas are. I don't know if they've raised the prices on those or anything, and maybe the $20 wasn't enough.
Oh, yeah, maybe she had to use her own money, because I think that is about $2,000 for all that.
But then I was like, hey, like, if that wasn't enough money, like, I can give you more money. And she was like, no, it's fine. But then, like, didn't say anything after that. And I was like, okay.
I mean, that's the only thing you could think of that she'd be upset about, is that you shorted her a couple bucks?
I mean, maybe she was still upset about, like, the Chinese food thing from earlier, but, like, I thought we'd moved past that, but I was just like, honestly, that was the only thing I could think of in the moment. So the movie started, and we didn't talk for a couple hours, but it was very clear there was a tension there, and then the movie's over, and she was like, you know what, I'm just going to catch an Uber home, and that was kind of the end of it.
Wow. So she didn't even let you drive her home?
No, like, we had an awkward hug there for a minute, but, I mean, past that, I mean, she was just kind of out of there.
I wonder what could have gone wrong.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. Like, it turned on a dime, but I don't know if it was my fault or what.
Well, and if she was already starting to stew about something before a movie started, that's probably all she thought about for the next 3 hours, and you did nothing, because you're not talking, to make her be like, oh, actually, I can still like him.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's why I emailed you guys, because somebody's got to figure this out, because it's been driving me crazy.
Okay. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Cool.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Tim is on the phone. Today, he wants to call a girl named Nicole. They met off of Tinder, had kind of an awkward moment when they went out for Chinese food, and she didn't know how to use chopsticks, but they got over that and made it to the movies. And then at a certain point, he says her mood changed, and she became quiet, and then sort of ended things after the movie. And after thinking about it, Tim, I think I know what went wrong.
Really?
Yeah, I think I figured it out. This has happened to me a lot. I've been burned by this so many times.
Really?
I bet that after the movie started, she realized you took her to a PG-13 movie.
What?
And maybe her parents don't let her see that yet. I'm not.
No,
Look, I tend to date girls that are younger than I am. This has burned me so many times. They're like, I'm only allowed to see PG, and this is PG-13.
You are sick.
Do you think maybe that did it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she's older than 13, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't check ID on my dates or anything.
All right. I just want to be sure, because I know it's happened to me in the past, man. It's always an awkward thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tim can't figure out why she's not wanting to go out with him again, so we're about to call her and find out why.
And if she was honestly upset that you gave her a 20 and she needed more money for the food at the concession stand, do you really want to talk to her again? Because that seems so petty.
I mean, no. I mean, if she's going to get upset about that little money, then I don't think it's going to work out. But I mean, I don't think that's it. But I couldn't think of anything else in the moment,
Plus, she probably gets an allowance anyway.
You are so wrong
Again,
today.
she's not even thinking about that. All right. I'm going to dial her phone number right now, okay?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Nicole.
This is Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. What is that?
It's a radio show.
Are you selling something?
No, I'm not. Well,
Awesome.
I am, but we can talk about that later. I'm calling you for something else.
Okay. Is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke.
Sorry.
Oh, I hear people laughing.
Yeah, that would be Jose.
I tend to do that.
I'm calling you because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Okay. This seems like a prank or something.
It's not a prank, I promise you. Actually, the guy who emailed us speaks very highly of you. His name is Tim.
Tim who?
Tim, he's a guy that you met off of Tinder and you went on a dinner and a movie date.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Why did he email you about me?
Because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. So Tim is wondering why you're kind of giving him the cold shoulder.
This is a weird thing. I mean, he called you. Why wouldn't he just call me?
I guess he's been trying to call you, but every single time he texts you or tries to get a hold of you, you just tell him that you're busy.
But why call a radio station?
Because hopefully we can be a little more persuasive and find out the answer since you won't really talk to him.
He's totally in the dark on this one. He has no idea what went so wrong.
Well, he wouldn't know. Nothing he did. It's not his fault.
Okay. If it's not his fault, then can you tell us what went wrong? Why don't I just tell you what he told us about the date? He said that you guys went out for Chinese food, and there was sort of an awkward moment because you don't know how to use chopsticks.
Yeah, that happens.
All right. Did that bother you a lot? It sounded like it might have been kind of embarrassing.
It was totally embarrassing, and I felt so stupid. But he was actually really cool about it. I'm sure that if I'd named a few other guys, if I had gone out and been in that situation, they would have made me feel really stupid.
Okay.
And he was actually really nice about it.
All right.
I can't believe you guys left the restaurant because you couldn't use chopsticks. So
I know. Well, I was embarrassed. I just felt like I couldn't get it, and I was starving.
All right, so it wasn't the chopstick thing.
No, not at all.
All right. Well, he also told us that when you guys went to the movies, like right before the movie, you got very quiet and then didn't really say much the rest of the date. And then after the movie, you just took an Uber home and didn't even give him the opportunity to drive you home?
Yeah, I wanted to get out of there.
yeah, it sounds like it. You did a good job of
What
accomplishing
happened?
that.
If you say it's not his fault, I mean, that sounds like a pretty rash decision.
Oh, God. All right, so we're in line to get our food at the concession stand.
Okay.
And he gave me money before he took off to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And we were, next in line. So the cashier kept looking at us. I know he saw me with him, but by the time I got to the front, I was by myself.
Okay.
Okay? So he says, are you ready? He says, oh, that's so sweet that you're taking your son out. I wish my mom would take me to the movies.
Shut up! Shut up! The concession worker thought that your date was your kid?
Yes.
Wow.
Wait, are you way older than him?
No, it's 5 years.
Did you want to slap that dude?
Oh my God, I wanted to slink away. I felt like throwing up. I was so embarrassed. I just felt horrible. Who does that to somebody?
What did you say back to the concession worker?
I didn't say anything. He just kept going on about how he wants to spend more time with his mom and he misses her, and he was loud. I was so embarrassed.
Okay, but the thing is, concession stand workers at movie theaters are usually 15 years old or 16 or something. I mean, maybe he just didn't have a good grasp on age.
It didn't matter. I mean, he said it, and I just couldn't get it out of my mind.
Oh, man.
Very nice way to start a romantic evening.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, do other people think that? I mean, do I really look that much older?
Full theater.
I mean, it's just, I felt stupid. I don't want to be a cougar. That's gross.
You're not a cougar. It's only 5 years. If I were you, I would have grabbed my son and made out with him in front of that concession stand worker. You show him who's boss.
I guess I should have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really fair. You blamed it on your date. You ended up not calling him back, and this guy really liked you.
I know, but it just kind of dampened the whole evening. I felt stupid. First the chopsticks, and now I'm his mom.
You're the old lady who doesn't know how to use chopsticks.
Right?
So that's why you don't want to go out with him again, because you're afraid that people will think he's your son.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Nicole, nothing brings me more pleasure than to reacquaint you with your son, Tim, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Tim.
Oh, my God.
Nicole, I can't believe that happened.
This is so bad.
That's the worst. I think Brooke is right, though. I mean, those guys, all those kids there, they're 16 years old behind the counter, right? They can barely scoop that popcorn. They don't know.
I mean, that's nice of you to say. But, I mean, P.E., obviously someone thought that I was old enough to be your mother.
Yeah, but they don't know anything. They don't know the truth. I mean, honestly, we had a great time. We really hit it off. I understand that that upset you, but, if you just told me that, I would have just been psh, don't even worry about it.
Oh, see how sweet he is?
See, now you sound like you're his mom when you say that to him, you know what I mean?
I'm not trying to be his mom. I just said he was sweet.
Yeah, but now you can't say anything like that because the only visual I get is a mom talking to her son.
That's awful. Now everybody's going to start thinking it.
Yeah, but maybe you're placing the wrong blame. Maybe it's not because you look old. Maybe it's because, Tim, do you look super young?
I mean, yeah, I got that baby face going on, when I shave. So, I mean, I think it's totally on me, personally.
See?
I mean, everyone's being so nice about it. But, I mean, Tim, don't you think it would be weird to go out? I mean, people are going to think I'm your mom.
Here's the thing, Nicole. Like, whenever you're seeing anybody, like, there are going to be people who have a lot of things to say about a couple. But, like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I liked about your Tinder profile in the beginning, was that it seems like you didn't really care what people think. And, I mean, honestly, I think you're great. I think we had a good connection, so I think it could work.
Aw, pretty cute.
That was really cute.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he deserves a spanking. He's been
Oh
bad.
my God.
Maybe, Nicole. You don't know that. Hey, Nicole, would you like to go out with Tim for a second date? We will pay for it. We'll give him an allowance to take you out.
Oh, that's horrible. I mean, if he is okay with, dating his mother, then
Tim, are you okay with dating your mom?
That is the weirdest question we've ever asked her at a second date update.
Look, Nicole, it was just one kid at a movie theater saying one thing. I don't think it's that big of a deal as you think it is. Like, of course I want to go on another date.
Good man.
Aww.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Tim. You got your second date.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Yeah, no problem. You guys are going to have so much fun at Chuck E. Cheese. It's going to be great. Nicole, don't let him have too much root beer, though. You know how he gets.
Oh, that's horrible.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, good job to that guy, Tim. I'd go on a date with my mom, too.
Poor Tim.
Talking about today's second date update. In case you missed it, Tim wanted to call Nicole. They went to the movies, and he wasn't sure why she wasn't calling back. When we got her on the phone, we found out that while they were in the concessions line, he went to the bathroom, and then the dude that was working the counter said to her, oh, that's cool to see, like, mothers and their sons going out to the movies. So she didn't want to go out with him anymore because she felt awkward about the fact that she thinks she looks like his mom now.
Yeah.
But they did agree to go out again, which is good.
I doubt that she'll be posting any pictures of them together on social media anytime
Yeah.
soon.
I like how this is awkward, but if the roles were reversed, if a guy looked like he was the father, he would take pride.
Oh, you'd be like,
Oh,
oh,
so
she's so
gross.
young.
Pulling the
I
young
know,
ones.
right?
What is wrong with your guys' gender?
And you're like, no, Mr. Popcorn Dude at the movies, that's not my daughter. That's my GF. I know. Looks like I should have one that age, right?
And she calls me daddy.
Yeah, that's because I do for my first wife, but she's old, so I got a new model. That's how we do it. Anyway, if you want to do a second date update, remember, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you.